All right, y'all. We done gave y'all a little bit of time. Give y'all a little bit of time to pull in. Y'all know that's Drake. No friends in the industry. Everybody make sure that you share the live to all your people. So let's just get straight into it, man. Y'all know this is the hot seat with EJ Thomas. I know it's a little different that we're doing it today. Y'all used to seeing the beautiful ladies up here on the couch, but we took the couch off and we put some chairs and we got the fellas here today. We're still waiting on Doug with his late ass, and I'm gonna say that in the beginning, but shout out to him. He should be getting here in the next maybe 25 minutes knowing him. But we're gonna start off with who everybody is. Again, to give some more time for people. All right, to my left, we have.
Oh, this is Robert Laster. You know, Robert Laster, Zion Styles Media. You know what I'm saying? Call me off guard. I'm going to the right, but that's fine.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right. He is a media specialist, videographer, photographer. He's done a lot of my headshots lately and everything with the new me. You know what I'm saying? This one right here. I know y'all see the muscle, you feel me? But anyway, this the new me. Okay. To my right.
It's your boy Cargo Clark, man. What's going on? See that what's going on.
All right, since these niggas don't want to say what they do and shit today, he is a artist, a singer, rapper, you know what I'm saying, just vocalist, like we was talking about earlier. Got a great mind, young guy. Like I told him before, if I had the mind that he had at 25, I'd be a multi-millionaire by now. For sure. All right, and two, on the end, which is my right, we have
Zeus the comedian. Extra 1202 in the movie with Beyonce. Y'all know I don't like to get into all of my starting stuff. Stand-up comedian, person that do stuff online, whether they're a content creator. I'm a dad. I'll be a husband. I like long walks on the beach. I was just trying to fill in shit because you was talking about niggas ain't playing.
Thank you.
You know, that's Zeus the comedian though.
There you go. All right, see, that's how you introduce your motherfucking self. But he's used to doing it all the time when he goes out there. Hilarious. So I want to say this: every guy that was going to be on here today, I vouch for. I personally vouch for. All right. I've done either content with all these gentlemen. I have talked with all these gentlemen. I've gotten a look into the mind. So I said we was going to name today's show In the Mind of Men. All right. Now, if you have any specific questions, put them in the chat. I will get to them sporadically different times. And we have some that you guys already asked us about before. So the first topic we're going to talk about. All right. What's the word? Not spoiler alert, but let me put a caveat. Y'all are gonna get mad. You're gonna get fucking mad. All right. But hear us all the way out before you go. All right. So the first topic is child support or broke chick hustle. So I'm not gonna take the bullet on this first one. I heard that Kago said he got something for y'all on this one. So when we're talking about child support or broke chick hustle, how do you feel about child support in general? Let's start and then we'll build a conversation from there.
Man, so I know I'm going to get some hate for this, but how I really feel about it, I honestly feel like child support should not exist, right? Now, let me preface this by saying in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I for deadbeatism, right?
Talking to the mic, brother.
Okay. I am not for men being deadbeats in the slightest. But the reason I think child support should not exist is because if it was not a thing, it will force women to be more selective with the people that they choose to procreate with, right? If you understand that I get no benefits or virtually no help, you are going to be a lot more cautious and you're going to show a lot more discernment with the type of men that you choose to lay down have kids with. You're going to do a better job at getting to know them. You're going to do a better job at trying to vet them. You're going to do a better job at trying to find out if he got 2, 3, 4 other baby mamas, how many kids he got already. Is he there for his other kids? Like, you're going to pay attention to a lot more stuff because you can't benefit any kind of way for making decisions and like just making them in the spur of the moment, honestly. That's why I think child support really shouldn't even be a thing.
But you gonna get ain't nobody gonna get no pussy no more with that right there. You got this. You woo, Lord Zeus. What's up? What's up? How you feeling?
I kind of can see what bro's saying. You know what I'm saying? For me, I see it from a different perspective in a way. I'm on child support, you know, but I understand why. My son doesn't stay with me, so I can understand. And then, you know, shout out to my baby mama. I know she did what she's supposed to do with the money, so it ain't one of those situations. I don't like the system. The system is messed up, and I say this all the time. The system is messed up. It ain't just for men, nigga. Anybody on that child support system, I done seen male, female, black, white, indigo. That shit don't got no goddamn nothing on. Everybody on that same. When you on that shit, it's fucked up. It's like I agree with you there. If you can come up with something on the side, cool. Don't put me on paper because that shit go way deeper than what women know. I don't think they understand that. You know, you go down there and put them on papers, but that shit, especially if they is deadbeat and they ain't paying, it still go way, way deeper. And then just another piggyback off something else you said, bro. It don't matter if they on child support or not, bro. They gonna still pick these niggas and have babies with them because there's still women out here that ain't got niggas on child support, and they still like go pop that. They still gonna pop it open for them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that you know, I can see the hustle in it too, because I see women that do the hustle in that shit, and it ain't cool because it's people that really use it for what it's for. I'm not saying like now I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be the person that the advocate for this shit because I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand if you're not in the child's life like that, and you doing what you're supposed to do, you know. That's it. I'm trying to goddamn. Somebody got to stay here. Everybody can't get jumped on today, bro.
Hey, okay, all right. So, Rod, what's up, man? How you feeling about it?
All right, I got a totally different perspective, man. Child support, it's child support. It's child support. It's not girlfriend support. It's not ex support. It's child support. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all made that child. You know what I mean? I got 6 kids. And I'm gonna support.
Time out. I just want to say, y'all some nut busting ass niggas. How many kids you said you had?
I got 5.
You got 5.
Word.
You got
6.
and you got.
I'm taking care of 8.
Whoa,
God damn,
whoa,
bruh.
wait up.
Hold on. Hold on.
Wait.
You saying it to us?
Biologically, how many first?
Okay, biologically.
Okay, and then
Okay.
Okay, I respect that then, bro.
Word.
You see
With
that?
one on the way.
So they're making 8 or they're
No,
making
that's
9.
making 9.
God, bruh.
Wait, don't, you try to see what EJ, you tried to put me and you on the spot, right?
Right. I saw Zeus.
You seen that?
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But listen,
Yeah,
child
go ahead.
support, man. Child support is that you supporting your child. I don't care who come around. I don't care who my kids are involved with. They're not gonna be involved with nobody, but they're gonna call me daddy. They're gonna call me father. They're gonna call some other dude. Is like, oh well, that's fine. You be around, whatever. But that's my daddy. That's my father. I don't necessarily have to have anything to do with the lady, but that child is my blood. That child is gonna be mine forever. And it wasn't the child's fault that I released it into her. I did that. I mean, now, of course, women now today has taken the whole system and ran with it. Not all women, generally speaking here, they've ran with it and they've turned a good system into something that's hated. You know what I'm saying? Men is like, man, don't put me on paper. I got you. I mean, no offense to anybody, but don't put me on paper. I got you. Well, if you had me, that wouldn't even be a thing. If you had me, that wouldn't even be a thing. Well, watch this, lady. I'm gonna give this money to you for John John. This money ain't for you. This money for John John. What we gonna do, we're gonna set up this savings account and I'm gonna put my deposits in that savings account. And this money gonna be for John John in his expenses. And watch this. This is what's gonna piss people off. I want to see receipts of what you do for John John. Because this money is for John John. This money is not for your hair. This money is not for your nails. This money is not for you to go get something to eat. This money between me and John John. So if I'm giving this money, I want you to prove the fact that you're giving it to John John.
Mm-hmm.
And this savings is gonna be for him when he get older, so he ain't got to live the way that I lived when I grew up. I don't care what you do. This for him.
Go ahead.
I'm with you with that. The one thing I'm with is what you said there. Now, if they going down there just put you on child support on some vindictive shit, that's the fucked up shit. That's what make the system fucked up. That's all I was adding in there. Because now if they doing it on some real, like I get the support part. That's why I said like I don't have no issue with it because I get the support part of it. But if you're doing it on some vindictive shit, just because the nigga done moved on or whatever, you know, that I'm not with that shit.
But that's problematic, man. Let him move. Let him go. Release him. Let it go.
And now you're gonna start. Now you're gonna get them mad.
Y'all been doing too much releasing. That's the problem.
Right.
Too
Now,
much releasing.
we input. It's different. yeah. Schematics, right?
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So very nuanced conversation, and I'm glad we have intelligent men that are here to have this conversation. It's very nuanced. Now, when I make my titles, I do rage bait on purpose. All right. Now, ladies, let me say this. First and foremost, yes, child support is important. It is. I do believe it. I don't like the way the system is. Now, I'm speaking as a father and a stepfather, and I'm speaking as a father who has custody of my child since he's been, 4 or 5 years old, and he's 17 now. I'm also speaking as a person who is a stepfather to 2 girls since they've been 2 and 3 years old, and they are one's a senior, incoming senior, and one's in college. So I've been on all sides. I've had to deal with your child being briefly over there with somebody else. I've had to deal with the different people, just the co-parent and all that stuff. So with child support, let me say this. I need y'all to understand, men, first of all, that most of the time it takes more than what you're paying.
Mm-hmm.
That's
All
all
right.
I was gonna say. Yes.
So let's say you give $400 a month. It costs way more than $400 a month for one child. You know what I mean? If you're talking about electricity, if you're talking about Pampers early on, if you're talking about stuff like insurance that people don't be paying attention to or thinking about, everybody ain't on welfare, or everybody isn't on what Peach State and all this type of stuff. All right, those things cost. Just to have your kid watch for you to work, sometimes it's $200+ a week at the very least. So that $400 you giving does not take care of the kid.
But that's
right?
not just for man, though, EJ.
So I'm just saying, but in general, more women still are the primary parent. All right. It's
Okay.
still about
Okay.
70 to 30.
Okay.
So I'm talking in general.
Okay.
Now, with that, the problem then after that comes, okay, you should still be giving them some more after. But that's why we as men don't need to be having multiple kids so early on if you do not have the income to provide for it.
Yep.
That, let me say that if you don't have the income to provide for these kids, my nigga, you need to use condoms. My nigga, you need to vasectomy. You know what I mean? You need to, they got a pill now. They got a birth control for men. A pill for them now.
She gonna turn you to an alien.
Listen, bro, that's cool. Give me an extra appendix. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that it is, I'll take that. But in general, we have to police ourselves and do better with that. Now, I also want to cover the bitter baby mama syndrome. When you get put on it just because y'all didn't work out. Okay, let's say, I'll give it to you. Let's say he cheated, because y'all want to swear every man cheated and all that. Let's say he cheated. All right, cool. Y'all not gonna be together. Zeus will be right back, y'all. Gotta open up the door for late ass Doug. Oh, okay. Yeah. How the fuck you get in there, bitch?
I told you it was in there, bro.
How the fuck, Doug?
To be dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doug late ass in this motherfucker.
What's up, my brother?
But anyway,
Was the door?
the door didn't latch back. That's all it was. But yeah. But anyway, so getting back to that. Now, we got to talk about the bitter baby mama syndrome. We need y'all to understand that just because he ain't with y'all no more does not mean that it has to be so antagonistic. And getting the courts involved when you don't have to, all that does is put more people in the middle. And when you put more people in the middle, now you have more people helping make decisions. All right. That's a problem. That is a big, big problem. I need y'all to understand that. Y'all know the things that can happen when you get what we want to call them. When you get them involved.
Get behind, you go to jail for $25, nigga.
jail,
Knock it
you
out.
job,
Lose
you
$1,
lose your life,
nigga. I went to jail for 25 on their ass.
Wait, say that again.
$25, nigga. I ain't say 2,500. I ain't say 3,500. I said $25 that I forgot from like 4 years before they had a warrant out for me, bro. Like, this shit for real. $25. God is my witness. My wife is my witness. My mama my witness. They had to come get me out there. $25 from 4 years before.
Crazy.
That's correct. And see, when you go there, now you can lose your job.
Oh, I almost lost my job for this.
Your
shit.
license.
I worked like, I get into my shit, but yeah, I worked, cybersecurity type shit. I almost lost my job because of this shit. For $25. Like, not like, that's why people don't understand when I say the system is on some other shit. Because it's like, yeah, they probably sent me something in the mail. I didn't even know $25, bro. Like, I found out because of my job. But it ended up getting me, I had to go to court for that shit. I got locked up for that shit. Like, real shit. I was on Fort Benning, but it's real shit. They locked me up for the shit. So $25.
25.
Wow. How you think I felt when I'm sitting in that motherfucker? And
The court fees
and I had to
more
pull
than
that
that.
shit up. And they was like, I said, "Man, this is why I'm here." He was like, "Wow."
Your court fees more than that.
They threw it out for me, but yeah.
Oh, thank
They threw it
God.
out for me. Yeah.
All right. So that's child support, y'all. Listen, let's work on being better co-parents so that we don't have to go through this. And fellas, actually pay your shit. Let me say this, because a lot of niggas like to hide behind that the few little dollars that you sent. Like, bro, it take more than that. It take more than that. Now, we also, I want to talk about actually being there and all of that. We could talk about all that another time. We'll get to that. Now, this next topic that we're gonna talk about. Leave Father's Day
Okay.
the fuck alone. Let me let y'all know something. This probably gonna be the maddest y'all gonna be with me today. I promise you, we're gonna bring the heat down a little bit on the next two questions. But this one, I'm about to stay in attack mode.
Go ahead.
I started a hashtag in 2016, so now it's 10 years now. It was called hashtag Leave Father's Day Alone. What I started seeing all the time was in May, ladies, y'all able to have Mother's Day. And it went well. Mother's Day is a top 3 holiday as far as the amount of money that is spent. It's Christmas, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day. All right. The amount of money that people spend commercially, Mother's Day is 3rd. It has never been under 5 in the last 50 years. Father's Day was 17th. So let's just start with that. Y'all can go fact check me. Go ahead. It's never been higher than 12th. Now, that's just starting with that. Next, this is the part y'all gonna be the most mad at me. If you are a single lady, you're a single mom. First off, let me give you your claps. Shout out to the single mothers. I love everything that you guys do. You had Mother's Day. Respect you, love you. I love you. I love what you are doing. You're helping bring the new generation in. I respect you guys so much. But shut the fuck up on Father's Day. You was not a fucking father. Let me give you this example. Let me give you this example, right? In college, right? When you first come in, you have these things called prerequisites in order to be in a class. The class represents being a father. All right. To be a father means you have to be male, which means pretty much you're born with a dick, ding-a-ling, a penis, peckerwood. What's some other names for it?
PP.
A PP, a schlong.
Wood.
That's what you have to have. Now, that is not the only thing you need to be a father, but that is the first prerequisite. That's why I said all that first. I know you love, hating ass motherfuckers. Just because you a man don't mean you a father. Just because you got a dick. Yes, you're correct. Just because. But that is the first thing. It's a Venn diagram. All these things together, but when you put them all together, father is in the middle. And if you are a female, if you are a woman, you are biologically a woman. And I don't want to hear nothing about that trans shit and all that other stuff. Y'all counsel me, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You need to be a man, be born with a dick in order to be a father, to start getting to that. All right. Now, if I respect all the studs that's out here, shout out to you. Thank you for helping take care of kids and being step studs, because that's what you are. You're a step stud.
Status.
Or you are a former mother who now wants to be a stud. You're still a mama. They got 2 mamas. Leave Father's Day alone. I'm tired of hearing y'all talking about me and my kids, and I've been doing it myself, and da-da-da. Congratulations. How many days of the year are there, y'all? Somebody, how many?
365.
Okay, on the leap year, how many? Okay, so at most, there are 366 days in a year. So the one fucking day Shut the fuck up and let men have their shit. I just want the day. I'm not trying to be greedy. I just want the one fucking day, y'all.
Being greedy. How you?
Just one. Cause see, they're gonna be, you get a whole weekend and that's gonna start more shit and da. Just one day. That's all. So I'm sorry I had to go so long on that. That's a pet peeve of mine. I still got more, but Zeus, what's up? Talk to me. How you feeling about that?
I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%. I mean, if I can add just one,
Come on, add all you want.
They step up the gifts. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to let's hear.
I mean, now you know what? Let me shout out to my kids because they probably watching it live right now. Shout out to my kids if y'all watching this. If y'all not, fuck y'all. But they've been giving me good gifts lately. So I'm gonna shout them out. The last couple of years, they've stepped it up. They stepped it up a lot because at first, boy, them dollar store trees, like, come on now, y'all ain't gonna keep.
They'll give you Dollar Tree gifts.
I got finger draw, I done got glitter, all types of shit. They go out the way for the mamas. But I'm just saying, for Father's Day.
Got a hand painting.
Hey,
hand painting.
Come on now.
If I see your fingerprints one more damn time,
come on now.
See you already on my bro. Yeah, we gonna get there.
But that's what I'm saying, Jets. I'm with you though. I'm with you. That leave that day for the, let's not get you canceled. Biological males that's fathers, or especially the ones that's really being damn fathers in their kids' lives. Like, come on, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like at least let us have that goddamn day. So I'm 100% with you. I don't come after me, the studs if y'all get mad at that shit. I just agree with
they can come in.
They come at you. Yeah, this your show.
Because you know what I do? You know what I do? Blocked. Blocked.
But nah,
my block game is strong, my nigga. Blocked. 10 years strong.
Yeah. That's what they gonna call you.
They gonna call you sassy.
You'll be sassy.
Don't give a fuck. It's Father's Day, nigga. Shit. And first of all, let me go ahead and say this. First of all, you dumb bitches, sassy.
Whoa.
Sassy don't have, and by bitches, it's not a female thing. Niggas who say that dumb shit too. Sassy has nothing to do with sexuality or masculinity in any way, form, or fashion. Okay, that's being bold. That is talking, being aggressively bold. That's what sassy is. Okay, look up the fucking definition. It's not, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what it means. It has nothing to do with being anything about your femininity, masculinity, nothing like that. Y'all need to learn your fucking definitions. Take your ass back to probably 7th grade at most, middle school, and learn what this shit mean. And stop letting these folks tell you this bullshit. Okay, everybody got a mic. Don't do it for the right reason. And I just want to let y'all know that. Rob, what you got for me on Father's Day?
Yeah, I'll say the same thing, man. So just like we put in all year about the woman on Mother's Day, we know what they like, we know what they want. We're gonna buy gifts and cater around that. Many times, us men, us fathers, we get skipped over. They don't know what we like. They don't know what we want. They don't even put the effort into what we like or what we want, or finding out what we like or what we want. And then they expect a different result when they give us a gift. Oh, you should be happy. Oh, you should be jumping up and down. Well, I mean, I don't like Play-Doh. You know what I'm saying? You got me like some Cheerios. I don't like that. I mean, give me something that I like. I mean, if I'm gonna spend $700, $800, $1,200 on you as the mother, I also okay. Now
Rob,
leave that alone.
they got their
No, come on. Don't stop hiding.
If
Stop hiding.
if I'm spending that kind of money, I think that reciprocity is big.
Mm-hmm.
Reciprocity is big with me. If you expect a king, then you should treat me on Father's Day like a king.
Boy, preaching over there.
All through the year, I get it. I'm still dad. I'm the provider. I'm the protector. I'm that guy. But on that one day, I like to be catered to. That one day, show me that, hey, this is acts of service to you. That one day, be the queen and say, hey, you're my king. Let me cater to you this one day.
Put your Beyonce shoes on. Listen. Chicago, how you feel?
All right, so this one my
Because you
take
got
gonna be
12 kids, so you know.
Yeah, you got
Look, this one my
8.5.
take gonna be a little different from y'all
All right.
because I don't celebrate, right? I don't celebrate it, right? Which I guess you could say like for religious reasons or whatnot.
Okay.
That's a whole nother conversation. But one thing I do
Oh no, you
know-
said religious, bro.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah.
All right, wait a minute. All right, you Jehovah?
No, I'm a Israelite, Hebrew Israelite.
Okay. All right.
But it is a pet peeve of mine though, to hear women walking around saying, I'm the mama and the dad. Because my mother was a single mother when I was growing up, and never, not once in my entire life have I ever heard my mama say, "I'm your mama and your daddy." Never. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
what
So
I'm
like when
saying.
I don't like it. I can't even tell you why, because it's a plethora of reasons why I don't like it. But I do understand, like with me being a father, even though I don't celebrate that day, I know how much sacrifice, how much hard work, how much time, energy, effort, resources, and everything else go into pouring into your children, into pouring into your wife, into pouring into your family, your household, and everything else. And if on that specific day, all the man is saying is, I just want to be appreciated for this one day.
Yep.
I don't see why it should be a problem or why women who get virtually every other day, Valentine's, Mother's
Come on,
Day,
talk to him.
in a few
Talk to
more.
him. You
Like, why is it so hard for them to humble themselves and be like, you know what? He have been doing what he need to do to keep our house in order. He have been making life as easy as for us as he possibly can, and everything else. So this one day, I'm gonna let him have it. Right. So that's kind of where I think on it.
Spitting.
But
Yeah,
that's just,
Let me say this real
I know
quick.
you're a rapper.
You that's a very big point right there. But that just because you don't celebrate a day, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be celebrated. Just because you don't recognize that day as a day to be specific to you, that doesn't mean that whoever you're with shouldn't say, hey, listen, I know you don't celebrate it, but I want to make sure that you understand that I appreciate you. And it doesn't have to be one day. Kago, that's what we get hung up on. We get hung up on a holiday. It's 366 days of the year. I make sure that everything is taken care of. 365, 366. That one day, and you're gonna call me out about that one day? Okay, well, I tell you what I do. I take 364 days or 365 days and won't do shit. And I'll do everything on one day. How about that?
Y'all ain't gonna have no house, no cars.
But watch this here. There's certain priorities that I take care of, but we're talking about gifts. We're talking about flourishing and acts of service appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's take all the rest of the year. I'm a daddy all the other days too. You know what I'm saying? I'm man all the other days too. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm man all the other days too, and you can only appreciate me on one day, I better get the damn world for that one day. Straight up.
Doug, slide it over
Slide it
real
over.
quick. So I want to know how you feel.
Yeah, he kind of went right into my thought process as far as what he was saying, because I don't really care too much about gifts, because they're gonna give you shitty gifts regardless, I think. I mean, because it's
keep
just
going. I'm
there
gonna
ain't
get
nothing in
into
the
that.
store though. Like on Mother's Day and all the other days, you got stores going ham, sales and everything. Something that costs 200, you know what I'm saying, may go up or go down and all that stuff on the other days. But on Father's Day, it's just like regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really too keen on gifts myself, but I'm like you said, I'm keen on appreciation, on showing appreciation. And honestly, we celebrate it per se. I guess we recognize it, but because, and I'm gonna toot my horn, my boy know this. My family, they show appreciation. We try to show appreciation throughout the whole year.
Oh
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my
That's
wife,
same.
if she feel like it, she'll, you know what I'm saying, buy me something, or you know what I'm saying, she'll do for me whenever. And she cook almost every day. You know what I'm saying? I love to eat. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't talking about like no oodles and noodles, you know what I'm saying? She be cooking. You know what I'm saying? See how big I am. But not big as my boy used to be. Congratulations on that though. Keeping that weight down. I love it. You know, I had to get him. But yeah, I'm on Father's Day. I do hate when they say I'm a father and all that stuff too. But as far as with me and how I like it, just give me peace. That's what I'm on. Just give me peace, because like you said, our mind,
Yeah. Hold
our
on.
body.
That's coming up in the next segment.
Oh dang! But yeah,
But I got you.
that's what I need. I just need to relax. I don't need to worry about nothing. That's why I said a weekend, because really it take me a day just to come down.
Yeah.
So that day gonna be by the time the day end, I'm just now getting to where I come down. So give me Saturday and Sunday. Let me get 48 more hours so I can enjoy this calm down, and then I get back to the regular rigmarole how I am. We, like you say, like bro said, we ain't really stressing, but we taking care of things every day. We thinking about and concerned about everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a responsible, like I said, I'm married. I got 6 kids. 2 in college, about to be 3 in college. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas
Shout
hoes.
out,
So
you got
all y'all niggas
So,
hoes.
you know what I'm saying?
All y'all niggas hoes.
So we, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get it. So we ain't no time to really sit down and just be, you know. I enjoy life. Don't get me wrong. That's why I'm
Yes,
here.
you did.
That's why I'm here.
You was enjoying.
I'm
a whole
still
lot of
enjoying
life.
life because I'm shooting blanks. Ain't nothing coming up. Little sign come out. Bam. That's it. I'm still enjoying it almost every night. But yeah, I just want to be appreciated and just give me peace on that day. I'm good. I don't care about the gifts too much. I love the gifts. You know, so shout out to my wife. Love you for all the gifts you give. They done got better. It's 15 years, but yeah.
Let me say
I gotta
something real quick.
hold on. I gotta cover these 2 questions. So Janelle Williams says, you better speak, Robbie. But I agree, for real. There should be yeah, you go. Reciprocity every day. Thank you. Valentine's, Mother's, Father's Day should not be the only day we celebrate our partner. We should be pouring into each other every day. I was like, that's that Lauryn Hill word. I was trying to get to it. But yeah, okay. And then Khalees Henry, she says, love to see you all together and being open. More men and perspectives are needed. Shout out from Michigan, Detroit. I appreciate it.
Hey.
Okay, so go ahead, Zeus. And then I'm about to get on these gifts in a second.
Oh no, you go ahead, because you was talking about that's what I was going to bring up. First of all, he beat everybody to it. Shout out to my wife too, because he gonna get a shout out to his wife. Let me shout out to my wife. She gave me good gifts every time. It's the kids that I was talking about, because I got to go back home to her. The kids had to step their gifts up. My wife always gave the gifts. So she
Well,
was
see,
on
we
her
shout wives out real quick.
stuff.
I want,
He better.
let me shout my wife out.
He started it. He started it. Right? He
Let
better.
me shout my wife out too. Because even though we don't necessarily celebrate the day and recognize the day, she still know what to do to make me feel appreciated on the regular. You know what I'm saying? She know what to do to make me feel like a king and a father every day.
Bang,
Shout out to
bang. Say everybody want to do this shit. Bang, you getting fucked tonight. You know what I'm saying? You getting fucked tonight. I just want to let you know that you getting fucked tonight.
I'm gonna shout out mine too. Y'all tripping. I'm gonna shout out mine too.
That's what it take one to do it. That's what we needed, brother.
Man, this about us though right now, though. You know what I'm saying? This fellas hanging out in the hall. You know what I'm saying? Cool, got you. All right. So we said what we said. All right. Now, let's talk about these bullshit ass gifts y'all be giving us. First of all, pussy is not a gift for Father's Day. It is not. Okay. Now,
Wait.
no,
Wait.
Let me cook. Hold on. Fellas. I'll put y'all on mute, nigga. I'll put y'all on mute. Let me cook.
It's a form of gratuity.
Let me cook. Okay. All right.
I know I was on mute.
It is not. You're not. I'm saying I'll put y'all on mute. I don't do that. I just talk shit.
Go ahead, man.
Listen. It is not a gift, as in that is the only thing that you get, and then that is supposed to be. It is supposed to be a filler. It is supposed to be a accentuate. It's a side dish to it. You know what I mean? Macaroni and cheese is a good ass goddamn side dish. You know what I'm saying? Or the dessert. The cheesecake tastes real good after the meal. That's supposed to be. I want some shit that costs you something. All right, some money. I want some. Even if you just put some green in my motherfucking hand, let me think. I don't want no damn tie. Okay, yes, I go to church. Yes, I play the drum. I don't want a fucking tie. Listen, if I am not Tim the Tool Man Taylor, I don't want no motherfucking tools. Okay, and don't get me shit that helps you that day. Get me shit that helps me. I like anime.
That's good.
Goddamn, I like poker. Go get me some poker chips. Go get me some more poker cards. You know what I'm saying? Give me shit that I like, that I want to fucking do. I don't want to do it with none of y'all motherfuckers. It's some shit for me. I'm selfish that fucking day. Get it for me. I don't want shit that I'm not trying to share the shit. Now, then you give me pussy afterwards. And you make sure the extra sloppy toppy. You know what I'm saying? The extra. All right. That's how you do us for Father's Day.
Now
Right.
that's how you do in general, man. Because specifically, every man had their own. You know what I'm saying? Because you for real, like Doug was saying, man, all I really want is peace. I mean, I spend money on me. I get it. You give me a gift. I get
want
it.
peace
Right.
and throat.
I want peace. But watch this. I
piece
want
of the
peace,
throat.
but I like throat. I like throat. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like on that particular day, you make me feel special that way. If I like a gift, you get me gift. If I want sex, you give me sex. If whatever I want that day, that's what should be your priority and your objective. And if I want it 2-3 times that day, you should make it a priority to make sure that happens 2 or 3 times that day. That's my day. Straight up. You know what I mean? If I get breakfast, I want to go to work before I go to work, I want it. I come home for lunch, I don't want to eat. I eat at work. I want it when I get home. When I get off, I might be a little tired, but I ain't never too tired. They float in the clouds. Give me some rain clouds, I'm good. But that's me specifically. Every man ain't like that. Every man don't need that. Me, that's what I want. That's what I need.
But you also still want some other type of gift.
I mean, you can give me a little something like that. Thank you, appreciate it, whatever. But here, I'm gonna make sure that this right here, I'm gonna make sure that by the day that is over, you're not tired from work. You tired from me working on you.
Bar, I need you to put that in the next song.
I appreciate
can
you.
Put that in the next song.
Thank you so
You better
kindly.
stop saying pussy ain't a good cut, nigga. I'm telling you.
I love the
Pussy ain't
gift.
on the
Sir.
thing at the end. It's a problem. I need to be saying like, hey, pussy ain't a good. Like I get y'all one other shit too now. I want the other stuff. But I'm telling you, if it's one of these special days and y'all ain't getting no pussy, y'all gonna be like, hey, you no pussy. Y'all just said pussy ain't a good. Like,
Okay. It ain't just, it's not
got you.
just that.
I got you. I'm just talking
You
shit.
can't just walk in here and then
Hey.
just,
And one more thing
Go
too,
ahead.
EJ. I ain't mean to cut y'all, EJ.
Go ahead.
Look, you said something about the gifts. This how I know I'm getting older for and the commercial starting to hit with me. Cause when you start saying tools, hey, look, the right tool.
yeah, I got you.
I
Right
love
tool.
good tool box.
Yeah.
I don't know, nigga. I be fixing shit here now and again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be like, no, give me no tool.
Them star bits, man. I be like,
You see that when I see
Well,
that
as the
commercial,
nigga
like, you starting to turn the parent.
you always lose the one you use the most. It always gets lost.
Fall
There
up
you
under the
go.
hood somewhere. Gone.
Yeah,
Forever.
yeah. See, that's why I had to draw the line. See, you had to step back. I had to stop agreeing with you with saying tools. I was like, I ain't gonna.
All right, so all y'all niggas handymans, I ain't. That's why them
Oh, I
motherfuckers,
ain't no handyman
that's why them
either.
motherfuckers
I
ain't
too much a handyman.
ain't
either.
up on the wall yet.
I just still want my tools. I ain't the best handyman, but you know.
Me neither. I nigga rig something up real quick though. I'm telling you. I make it work till it don't no more.
All right, so everybody, go ahead and start putting your individual comments that you want us to address or your questions in here. So we're gonna start taking. This is y'all questions time. And so we're gonna get into. If it take y'all a while, then we'll just go ahead and get into men's mental health, and we'll wait. But in general, we want to hear some of y'all questions. I will read some that were on Facebook earlier. So let me pull it up. Anybody got anything else on Father? Go ahead, Doug.
Well, I don't got a father. I just wanted to ask since I was fashionably late. Do we have a consensus? I didn't hear the real consensus on child support. Are y'all with it or?
It's nuanced. Yes, cool, but the system is broken. It's bullshit.
Okay.
You
So
know
yeah,
that type of
that's what I was about to say too. And I would like to add on that we need to, as fathers, we need to always question, you know what I'm saying, the system too, and just don't allow it to abuse us. Like, don't be scared of it. Like my oldest daughter, I said my first daughter, but my oldest daughter, I went and put myself on child support because we tried it, you know, between two of us with the whole notarized and everything, but she wasn't good at managing money because she just that wasn't her thing, managing money. And I you know, so I went So I will have a record. I went and put myself on child support. I was in the military at the time. And I was sending like $1,000 for 1 2-year-old. That's crazy. Well, it ain't crazy, but it's like that should be enough for a 2-year-old, especially when it's 60-40 my way. I'm taking her most of the time, and you're in school and you're working. But so I did that myself, when I did that, I learned a lot about child support. I learned how it works, how the system works too. And now they changed the system to where they take in accountability the mother, what she's making, also her income, her status, her history, and all that stuff too. So don't be scared of it. That's what I wanted to say to anybody and all the brothers out there. Don't be scared of the system. Go and learn about it and try to work within it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to work against it, it's gonna win almost every time.
Every time.
Yeah, it's gonna win almost every time. But a lot of times the system takes advantage of people, of men, mostly black men, because they try to run from it, or they're not knowledgeable about it. So learn about it and then try to work within it. And then, and a lot of times you might even get a decrease based on, certain circumstances. And they got programs out there where, if you late on a payment, if you actually are proactive, they got job training programs that you have to, do for that 30 days, whatever, where you get back on track, that prevents your license from being suspended, which is so stupid, or prevents you from going to jail, which is even more stupider. You know what I'm saying? Stupider. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, just that's what I want to say. I did. Selena,
Yes, sir.
work
I
in
just
the
want to
system.
let you know we did cover everything you said. That's why we are looking at you like that. We
Tenfold.
Oh, I ain't looking at no-
we covered-
He said he just trying.
we covered literally.
I mean,
Everything
I do got
you
something
said,
that I want
I
to
just
say about this topic again, like in regards to what he was saying.
Go ahead.
So again, on one end, I can understand child support, but I still can't sit here and say I agree with it. And because I feel like the government ain't got no business being in our business, for one, right? And then is what doesn't make sense to me is they profit off of it still. So yeah, I pay a certain amount of money a month. You only get a portion of that. The rest of that go to them to do God knows what with our money, with our hard-earned money. That's already taxed when we get it. And then they taking more tax on top of that. And then it's making it harder. And I can speak for myself because I'm an active father, right? I have children with 2 women, and I'm not on child support for either one because I'm there, I'm active, and I show up. Sometimes I might not be able to do as much as they may want me to do, but we still at a place where we understand that anytime they be like, look, the kids need A, B, and C is gotten, right? And it may not be a whole lot up front right then and there. I might only be able to send $50 this time, $100, $200, but I probably can't send you a band right now. But if you put me on child, for one, it's never enough, right? It is never enough. And then you got to think about when we're talking about child support and money, right? Time is equally as important, right? So now if I got to pay you this steady amount of money coming in on the regular, I still got to support myself, my household, the rest of my children. I mean, I got to dedicate even more of my life to work, take away even more time. Like I don't have a lot of time to give, but the time that I do have, I try to give. But I got to take even more of that away to give my life away to work. So I'm taking it away from these kids just to make you happy by getting that money. That's still not going to be enough because you still going to say, oh, such and such need this, such and such need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not for it. I'm not.
I don't want to go back to that,
for sure.
EJ, but I want to say this.
Go ahead.
I feel you, right? I feel exactly what you're saying. But somewhere, as men, we got to take responsibility. It is our responsibility. We put that in there. We didn't ask her if we could. Well, it depended on how the time was going. But
There was consent in this imaginary scenario.
what I'm saying, let me clear that up,
Yeah.
right? We did this together, and I agreed to do this. That child is a byproduct of the choice that we made. It's almost like I don't want to put the government or people involved in this. But you ever been in a relationship where they tell you, hey, husband, boyfriend, whatever, don't tell your mom and them what your girlfriend or wife doing. Don't put your people in your business. Or tell the woman, don't put your family in your business because now they're going to hate you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. When you put somebody else in your business, you give them access to your business. Now, not the hate on you, not the hate on you, us as man, but when they gave them access, they allowed them to come in and do that. We already got a stigma as black men. We're not going to go into that. That's a story, right? We already got a stigma as black men. So why not be that one man, as you have said that you are, that one man to say, listen, I don't care nothing about no system. I don't care nothing about nobody else. It's me and these mine. Nobody claims these. These are mine. That $400, and then I'm done, that you was talking about earlier as an example. The part that I give is child support. If I'm going to give, no offense to anybody, if I'm going to give a lot of money in support of my child, then I'm just going to take my child and I'm going to keep my child and I'm going to make sure that my child taken care of. You got a part to play too, woman.
Well,
so our parts together.
That assumes that you're allowed to actually take the child.
Word.
So
a lot goes into that
situation.
Right.
You're not. It's hard to get. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only reason why I was able to get mine is because I called her selling pussy. So,
oh, well.
So yeah. You heard me?
He said what he said.
I said what I said. She left her Facebook on my son's phone when because I was already trying to get him. I saw she was selling pussy. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, I took the screen. I don't believe in screenshots, but I had to in that situation.
Well, that worked in your favor.
And yeah, I had to. And I was just like, hey,
he's sassy. Wait.
So, you know, for the record, y'all niggas know y'all was saying the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
Y'all was saying the same thing.
Absolutely.
All right. So yeah. All right. Now.
One last thing. It's 2 minutes.
No, can't. Dog. I gotta go to this.
The reason what they do with the money is they provide health insurance and all that stuff. That's what the government is supposed to do with the money. So if your chick ain't on, or your baby's mother is not necessarily on those things, then they can't. But if they are, they have to get involved. That's why I put myself on, because my oldest daughter mom wasn't on none of that. So I went and did it myself. But when I ain't saying yours is, I'm just saying for the population, when they go and apply for those benefits, they come in looking for it. And even if they don't find you, they're gonna accrue arrears.
But that child will be on your insurance, right?
Well, you got to put them on there. If you don't, like you said, they're gonna reach out.
If they're getting any kind of Medicare, I think it's called, or EBT, they're gonna say who's the father.
Who's the father? Yeah.
And then they're gonna, if she got your name, they're gonna put your name in the system, and as soon as you get a job.
So that'd be an education for me, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know that.
So that's where that money's supposed to go. Some of that money goes to those benefits for single mothers.
So is it like that with all of them or just with some of them? Because I know CAPS, like, you know, like child care assistance and stuff like that. I know they look for that. They look for child support. Yeah. But I didn't know nothing about food stamps and Medicare and Medicaid.
If they apply for food stamps and things, they're going to come looking for you. I got one.
They're not going to necessarily come looking for you, but if they know your name, if they put your name on there as the father, once the information go in the system.
Hey, though, I'm glad I got a good relationship with these ladies, because they must be having my back then, because I ain't got hit yet.
Then, like I said, they don't have to. Well,
all of them make the same. You got you.
Yeah, y'all got a good.
They go back to what I was saying about being selective. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Even though it didn't work out with one, we still got to the place where it was never so bad, where we had to get courts involved.
And but if a woman really see that you said something else too, we can move on from the goddamn EJ. But I'm saying, I said something else. He said something else that was important too when he said the time part. Most kids will remember some shit if you spending time than whatever you spent your money on.
Right.
It could be the least amount of money you spent and take them to the park and give them a goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwich and an ice cream cone, or you can go spend $100, well, you know, $1,000, but they're gonna remember that one moment in the park where y'all ate the ice cream cone with the peanut butter and jelly type shit because of that time. So he was right. Time is a lot. It's a lot.
All right, gentlemen. I thought about 5 different segues, but y'all kept switching it. So I couldn't make a good segue, but answering your questions. So we asked yesterday night and early today, put questions in the chat about what you want us to answer. So you still have time. Next 15 minutes, we're gonna start answering you guys' questions. All right. Now, from Just Call Me Snow. How do you men decide when and who to settle down with? So how do you how do you do that?
Oh, you want to start?
So go ahead, Zeus. You feel like you want to jump.
I ain't gonna try this out the way. 'Cause I've been with the same woman since I've been 17. So but I tell people all the time, like you kind of know. I ain't like I've been married 20 something years. You know what I'm saying? So she got to see me grow up from the young nigga that she fucking fell in love with as a boy to who I am. So I knew at 16, and I be telling motherfuckers that shit. Like I could have been out here doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do in life, but I knew the one. And I say all the time, most niggas get the one and then they fuck around and let her get away. And then I just thank you. Shout out to my wife because I know she watching it. But yeah,
my boy think he coming back home or something.
But no, that's why I said let me go and get my eyes out the way because I've been with the same woman and I love her to fucking death. It's been my nigga for 20-something years now. Man.
Okay.
I rolled out.
So you just knew it ain't no, you just did.
Bro, I knew. I ain't gonna go into no whole little shit because I got jokes and shit about my life. But yeah, when I was like 16, 17, God showed me like she would have won, bro. I ain't gonna fuck that up. I did almost fuck it up. Fucked it up one time, crying that I'm on child support now because I fucked it up one time. We ain't gotta get into all that. But yeah, I almost fucked it up, I almost lost it, but I got back on my shit because y'all nigga crazy if you lose the one. Stupid. Y'all niggas stupid out here. Y'all niggas stupid out here.
Okay, Kago.
Okay, so and then I'm the youngest one in this room. Again, I'm only 25. So let me reiterate that. But I recently got married this year in February. Thank you. So I've been with my wife for 5 years though. And what's crazy is what told me that it was time to settle down with this woman. In the very beginning, when we first started dealing with each other, my life was hectic. I got arrested for the first time in my life, like 2-3 days after meeting this one. So we barely know each other. Like she don't know nothing about nothing. I go to jail. I wrecked my car. My car's totaled. I got nothing. I'm moving back in with my parents. Like I'm just down bad. And now this woman who barely know me from a can of paint she decided to stay when I didn't have nothing. I ain't have a car no more. I'm staying with my parents. I got a child. And at this time, like my firstborn son was only 3 months old. So he's fresh. You know what I'm saying? So my life was just hectic. And this woman was still like, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna be there. And we have gone through everything you can possibly think of. Even though I'm young, like a lot of stuff that a lot of older folks going through or have gone through, we didn't hit that already. And when like now I'm at a point in life, I can make 6 figures a year, doing what I do. But she was there when I was making nothing, when I'm driving DoorDash full time. She was there when we had to do 50-50 on the bills because I just financially could not handle the burden of taking care of the whole house financially myself. And then she just stayed there. She stayed down. And it got to a point where one day in my mind, like it clicked, like, I want to give this woman the world. I don't want her to have to work no more. I don't want her to have to do nothing. Like I don't want her to lift a finger because she didn't put her time in. And I think that when you meet the one as a man, when you find that woman that makes you think like that, when you think, I don't want to be dealing with all these other women no more. I don't want to go around. I don't want to sleep around no more. I don't want to be hitting the clubs. When you find a woman that makes you not want to do any of that anymore, it's time to settle down. Like it's time to say that I'm in my prime right now. I'm supposed to be clubbing every other night, but I'm not. I'm laid up, sleep by 10 o'clock, and that's where I want to be.
You're gonna be on the Progressive commercial soon, brother. It's only a matter of time when you're gonna be like, that goddamn hammer was a good idea.
Man, I met my wife, man, when I was in the 8th grade.
And we got married, and we 28 years later. You know, 28 years and 6 kids, man. It's all 6 of my kids by the same person.
Okay, well, fuck.
Dude,
We ain't shooting no
You
shot.
live and you learn. You live and you learn.
right. So it's to say that you found the right one, man. Yeah, it's a decision. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you think as you grow older, you'll hear people say that crazy don't come out at the beginning. Crazy come out later. But the problem is they don't tell you that it's the crazy from within. The problem is that sometimes the crazy is not her.
That's deep, Loki.
Rob over there.
Sometimes the crazy is you.
Clip that.
Man, I got married, bro, when I was 19, 20 years old, somewhere right around there. I went off in the military, and I sent them a letter back to my wife's father, asked if I could marry her. And I wasn't ready to be married, bro. I just thought that because we were best friends before I got married, that we would be I thought that's the one, man. That's my best friend. When, in all honesty, I didn't know what marriage was. I took a good woman, and I'm on live on Facebook. There's some bullshit. People be looking at me and putting it on their business, but we real right now. I took a good woman, and I tarnished what could have been a better life, and I brought her into a wrath of shit of the unknown because I wasn't together.
Damn it, boy, this nigga spin.
Back then, bro, I don't know if you know about HBO's Real Sex, that TV series. Well, back
Taxi
then,
Cab Confessions.
He ain't
Taxi
gonna
Cab
know.
Confession.
He ain't gonna know.
well, back then,
Yeah.
bro, my idea of marriage was that I could get married and I can have my cake and I can eat it and I can have a little side of dessert and ice cream and all this other kind of stuff. And her idea was Little House on the Prairie. When you put that together, man, that's hell. Because we never communicated. We never did come together and say, hey, look, this is what my expectation is of you. And I hope to know what your expectation is of me. So whether or not you found the right one, it can be cultivated, but it also can be a love at first sight. It doesn't take love long, but it does take love and understanding. Because if you don't understand who that is, what you see today is not what that is tomorrow. And I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the mirror. What you see today is not a reflection of what you're going to see tomorrow. Because at one point, she's going to piss you off. At some point, she's not going to be like, oh my God, this is my everything, man. She's helping me to settle down, She's helping me to settle down. She's helping me to become the man that you don't know that. She's there as a support. You have to make that decision. She's there you say, help me, right? But she's there for you, to help you meet the man that's in the future for you. You hadn't met that man yet, but she's there to help you meet that man. You know what I'm saying? Man, we've been through a lot, bro. And I'm talking about personally. I've been through a lot in a journey. And I don't want to hold up time, man, but I want y'all to know, bro, especially a young man like you, man, you got to know nothing. It's not a blame for her because she didn't help you as a helpmeet or as a spouse. The blame, I don't know which way I'm going on this, but I just felt the need that I needed to say this. The blame is on us as a man because you didn't choose to own who you are and who you are groomed to be, because you don't know that
Real
guy
talk.
yet. You're 25. You're not even prime yet. You're shooting, but you ain't prime yet. Prime don't start till about 30, 35, somewhere right around in there. And then as far as a high prime for a man is almost about 50. Straight up. Your mental psyche shifts. When you start getting about 34, 35, your psyche shifts. You'll see it, right? You're very mature for your age, but a lot of your maturity was because of your circumstances grew you up. If it wasn't for your circumstances, you'll still be in this club. You'll still be in the street. You'll still be doing the young people thing. You had to make a mark because you wanted to be better for your kids. Just like a woman who has a child at a young age, she had to grow up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you as that woman, hey, what makes her the best for you? And it ain't really an answer to that. We could say a lot.
There you go. Now I'm gonna slide in right there because you got there.
Go ahead.
We finally landed that plane. You got there. There ain't no answer to that question. Okay. Now every band is different, right? But there ain't no answer to it. There's no
no true
uniform
answer. That's
answer
true.
to that
That's true.
question. That's what I mean.
That's true.
Okay. Love itself is random.
It is.
It's emotions mixed up to the right what's the word I'm looking for?
Ingredients.
It's just different stuff coming inside you. Just
Mhm.
it's a ball of like you making something, you make it one time, but you didn't know it, all the exact ingredients, and it's hard to make it exactly that way. You know what I'm saying? It's a series of random events. If that person wasn't there at that time, if they didn't do something that made you look at them a certain way, y'all might not have ever been together. So what I say is, how do you know when she's the one? You will just know. There will be a moment where if you want to say God, you want to say universe, you want to say whatever it is that you believe in, will tell you that is the one. All right. And now it's up to you to make the decisions after that now.
That's it.
Because just because you know it's the one don't mean it's going to end up being the one, because we can fuck up, she can fuck up, we can whatever, all that stuff. But there's no uniform thing. What I would tell ladies is it don't take that long. Now, I would tell you that. It don't take that damn long. Like you just said, love can happen quick, right? Now, I'm going to say this to y'all. A lot of men going to be upset. It don't take no 5 years for a nigga to know if he want to put that ring on your finger. It don't. Now, I'm not saying give them exactly 2 years and get the hell up out of there. That's not what I'm saying. But I put 5 on it. I got 5 on it. If you got 5 years into your relationship and it is not progressed somewhere else, then baby, you ain't the one. You just a placeholder till she get there. And so go ahead and get up out the way. It don't take that damn long. I'm telling niggas be lying. Niggas, we be lying. And that's one of the things that now you might not have your finances together. You might not have some shit ready to go ahead and go all the way, but you need to communicate that. I want to da-da-da-da-da. And she needs to see you progressing and becoming better to show her that. That's what I would tell
That's what I
you.
was gonna say. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
You
know,
can't
niggas
just-
can still be trying to get themselves together. You know, by
You 55.
Now you talking.
Yeah.
Now you talking different.
Yeah.
Now you
The camera.
I kind of
Because I want her here.
Okay, go ahead.
But this is the reason why, right? So it don't take that long to know that we may want to marry someone.
Mhm.
But it can take us a while to get there, not even necessarily just because of financials, but before you put a ring on somebody, you got to see them in all of their seasons. You have to. In a year or two, I don't think is long enough to see somebody in all their seasons. I know what you like when you happy, because I see you happy all the time. But what do you look like? How do you handle grief? How do you handle us being broke when we in financial problems? How do you handle your anger?
good.
Can we talk about it, or is you gonna lash out and put hands on me? Like, I need to see you in every single season and then decide, like, okay, I think I can decide that I'll sign up for this. Right? Even it might be certain things that I'm like, I ain't too big on it, but we can work on it together.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I think it take a little more time.
I can agree.
So, but my comeback to that is there are a lot of seasons that only happen sporadically. You know what I mean? There's things that you won't see in 10 years. You can go 10 years and nobody dies in your family. No major grief happens in your family. So is she supposed to wait 10 years just to see how you handle that? You have to take the majority, like the 80-20 rule, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be some shit I just don't agree with you with anyway. Like it's some shit that we just not gonna agree with on. But if we can get a passing grade is a 70, so if we can get 80%, we kind of good up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I that's all I say. But I get your perspective, brother. It don't take, like, it be niggas that I know personally. And if you watching, my dog, it is what it is. Bro, you been with Shawty like 11, 12 years, dog.
They know she a good
Y'all
one.
got 4 kids.
Yeah, they know she a good one. Though,
I don't
man.
want to hear no, I don't know if I'm ready to get married.
And they
bro.
live
Like,
together.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
that's too long.
And y'all been living
that's too
together.
long.
That's
That's
wrong.
crazy.
okay, I get it. We only 2 years in. Like, I need a little bit more time because I need to see, we want to see some rocky time or something like that. But then guess what? There are actually people that have relationships that aren't really that rocky. I know we're so used to trauma and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. But there are people that really don't have that much, like, major shifts. You know what I mean? Like, they have strong, pretty decent relationships. For, it's niggas out here that don't cheat. It's ladies out here that respect their man.
Yeah.
It's dudes out here that's really getting some peaceful for ladies in this bitch. You know what I mean? So if you find that, stop wasting everybody's time, dog. Because you're going to be mad as hell somebody got them. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
You're
thing.
going to be wanting to kill the whole world.
That's the
and
thing.
That's what happened though.
Yeah.
That really what happened though.
I mean, with what he was saying, I think that's also one of the benefits of marriage is that you experience that with someone versus experiencing it by yourself. But the caveat to that, I would say, is that you've already been through those things. You've been through whatever you've been through, right? And you've handled it. So like we were saying earlier, you might not know who you're going to be or the crazy within, but you have to understand, okay, I've been to this, been through that, and this is how I handle it. Now I have to mature, either handle it differently. For instance, somebody come up to a dude, bump into you on purpose or not on purpose. At 19, you might have said, you know what I'm saying? What up? Why you doing that? But at 25, you might say, hey, you all right? You all right, kid? You good? What up, brother?
A lot higher at
You-
25.
Exactly. So you know how that's the same thing. That's the same thing it is with marriage. You know what I'm saying? When you're married or when you get married or when you're with a significant other. So you don't have to necessarily experience it per se or see it, but you have to know within yourself that you can handle however it comes in your response to it. So that's two different sides of it. But as far as the question goes, how I knew, I was 19, she was 18. She was 18 going 19, and then I turned 20. And I had been with a young lady. I had been my high school sweetheart and didn't know. I was one of them, like, we was in high school, we was kids, but we had been together for, that time, 4 years. And the next thing too, she just graduated. We just graduated. She had fam. I'm in military. Next thing is propose and get married. We've been together this long. You know what I'm saying? But I never was sure about it. I never was like, oh, let's do it. As soon as I met my wife, not soon as, but when I met my wife at 19, she was the first woman that I felt, and every time I say it, I get emotional, so whatever, feel how y'all want to feel, but that I felt like giving the world to, and I ain't want nothing back.
Mhm. I'm telling you.
I ain't care if she went to somebody at that. I ain't care if I gave it to her and then she took it and showed somebody another dude. I just wanted to I gave that to her. That's how I felt.
Boy, if you don't shut
And
your
I ain't
tender
never-
ass up, your little soft ass.
Soft, and
that's
mushy,
tender.
mushy. That's why I turned this way so y'all can't see me on the camera. But
They actually see you better when you turn that way.
but
So scoot
but
back.
that's how I knew. That's how I knew she was the one. And it was so weird to me because I had never felt like that. I always was like, what you gonna give me? And I'll give you a little bit more maybe, but you got to give me something. You got to at least meet what I'm trying, at least get there halfway. I didn't care at all. And like I said, we was young. And again, I knew me, right? I knew she was the one. I told her she was the one. But at the same time, I knew me. And I knew that I knew I was gonna mess it up if we would have locked in then. Me personally, my mindset, my physical, whatever, wasn't there yet. So I was like not trying, I didn't marry her at that time, right? And of course, she was mad and whatever with the woo. So I wanted to be with her, but again, I wasn't there yet. And I knew I wasn't there. And I explained that to her. I'm very communicative. But she couldn't get it in, you know what I'm saying? She might not have been there all the way either, because when we broke up, she went to Korea, and it was it was a party every day. Every time I saw her online, it was a party. I was like, where you going? But you know, we were both single at the time. So it took us several years and 2 kids coming one and one.
Yeah, y'all did a lot of that.
Coming. Well, before we got back together, it took us that, but I always knew she was the one. And even my mom and my sisters, they brought it to my attention when we started back dating. They thought she was the same girl I had been dating 3 or 4 months ago, because that was my measurement. She was my measurement to everything about her. I was trying to meet. If I saw a girl that looked like her, I'm gonna go holler at her. If I saw her act like her, I try to go holler at her. You know what I'm saying? Because she was my standard. And then God brought her back to me.
Don't talk with your hands so the camera don't.
Oh, my bad. I know that the camera started moving, but yeah, everything that she was became my standard. And then God brought her back to me in 3 months, 90 days. I was like, not even 90, probably like 30 days tattoo from shoulder to shoulder. Her name, 90 days on me, 90 days. First tattoo ever. Back, shoulder to shoulder, back to back. First tattoo ever. I don't know how it turned from a ring finger to the shoulder to shoulder tattoo. I don't know, but I told you she was the one.
Ross said she
She was the one. And then 90 days, bro, we was married, you know what I'm saying? And it's been 15 years, you know what I'm saying? And we went up, down, sideways, crossways, but we've been through it together. So I love you, baby. I love you, baby. But yeah, that's how I was, man. And that's how I knew I didn't want nothing in return. I just wanted to give. And that's how I knew. That's how I knew she was the one.
Okay, so I would just like to say,
I don't know what it is.
I'm glad that you found someone that you could love and cherish for the rest of your life.
As if now he was gonna be stalking women that look like that woman for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
We're gonna have a problem with our hands.
I was like,
Do you understand the level of depravity that takes to get the full tattoo from shoulder to shoulder?
mm-hmm.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You mean level
All of the pain.
it was, man,
all
the center of the
of
back.
the-
The center of the back was the worst. It's a E and a I. And her name go.
Yeah, he took that if I ever fall in love by
P-A-T.
shot
Bro,
person.
Bro, he was about to cry telling the
P-R.
story. So I'm not sure why y'all when he said
This
that, bro,
nigga
y'all
eyes
was
is
like-
watery,
but
bro.
he-
Dead ass.
He
You
like
can't
gonna
see
say,
it.
give me a second, bro. Just give me a second.
Like the part, you
Oh,
know, in the
man,
song
it's-
where they say,
I never felt that feeling
she thinks
since.
she gotta be just like
Even when
you.
my daughter was born.
That, bro.
Never
took
felt
that
that
He took it
personally.
real personal. Like she gonna look just like this.
Uh-huh.
So shout out to the women that got away, cause nigga, we was never gonna love y'all.
The same way.
Y'all was never gonna be in love for real.
Now that would have been settling.
Y'all
Right there.
stupid.
That wouldn't have been settling down. That's settling. Since February, but we've been
Okay.
together for 5 years.
Okay. Nah, Jack.
Listen, though.
Hey, look, hold on.
Listen,
We got-
this the thing though. So y'all say that, right? So the woman that I was with before I got married to my wife, how about the woman called her asking my wife for advice? Like they was talking, like they was like, you know what I'm saying, giving her advice and stuff.
See, brother, it's not even that you had a type. You had a whole person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when you just have a type. Now you like, nah, she don't look like.
Cause
her.
she knew her though. That's the thing. Like all of them knew about my wife. Like I
'Cause
talked
you
about her.
talked about it all the time.
And then when she had a chance to meet her, she was in that. She was like, "Oh my god," you know what I'm saying?
That's
She
what I'm
wanted to
talking about, bro. That's
get advice from her because
that's
she
real
felt that
love,
she
bro.
could give her advice. It's weird, but at the same time, it's like God knew, like you said.
Mhm.
We're answering the topics that we're on right now.
For
We're
sure.
answering questions that you guys put in the chat before. So the next question that I'm going to talk about, and we got to focus, gentlemen. We already at an hour and 15. When was the last time someone asked a man, "How are you really doing?" asked you as a man and actually waited for an answer where you felt like, you were safe to actually answer. Zeus, I want to start with you, and then I'm going to immediately go to Doug so he can get his long-winded ass with it, and then we'll go to Kago.
All right.
That's in the comments, by the way. That's not me.
I know who said it. Scott said it.
Hey, so I'm kind of like, for me, I'm fortunate enough, like I said, my wife is a person that pretty much asks me a lot about my mental health, because we've been together a long time, and she kind of understands that, black men need people to talk to, because we ain't gonna talk to people unless we have like we talking now, amongst ourselves. That's a lot of the times we have our conversations about mental health. But I can honestly say that that's probably been the last time. And I'm fortunate enough to have
take her out of the equation.
That's what I'm gonna say. And I'm fortunate enough to have other like friends that check on my mental health. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to like Mischievous and the Ashleys and all the people that y'all see a lot of my skits with, that's really genuine friends that'll randomly hit me on a Wednesday. And Michael too, just shout out to my friends that'll randomly hit me on a Wednesday and ask me how my mental health is. Because obviously I'm a comedian, so y'all know I'll be all over the place, but shout out to them. So I do have people within my circle that do give a fuck about my mental health. So I'm fortunate enough to I can fall back from that conversation to people that don't have that, because you do need that. And anybody that has a conversation with me, text or anything, I always ask you how your mental is, even when I'm asking you how you doing. That's probably the first thing I ask you, how you doing and how's your mental? Because I understand nobody asks people how your mental is.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But so I ain't finna get the long winded award, leaving that for you, Doug. I'm done.
Gotta go.
Oh, they passing it to me.
Go ahead, Kago.
Okay. So my answer to that question is I've been asked that recently, and it's been a while. So it's both, because I get asked how I'm doing all the time, but it's only asked when it's apparent that something is going on. Right? When I get to that point that I just can't hold it in no more and I'm wearing it on my face, then people be like, what's wrong? But like, if I'm holding it all together, I'm keeping composed, I'm wearing my smile.
Over here.
Like I'm keeping composed, I'm wearing it, I got it all together, everything looking fine. Ain't nobody thinking to ask me, call me, be like, hey bro, I know it seems like you're doing all good and everything, but I just want to know if you're doing okay. Now I got a coworker who actually has become like a brother to me, because he is probably one of the only people who will call me up randomly, be like, hey homie, I wasn't doing nothing. I just wanted to ask how you've been doing mentally today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something, like Zeus said, we don't hear that a lot. It's easy to ask somebody what's wrong when you can see something's wrong. But I think it takes a level of not only maturity, but experience and sight to see that somebody not okay when you can't see that they not okay.
That's good.
But that's when they need you to ask them the most.
Bro. That's good.
That's when and we don't get asked that enough.
I ain't even gonna front. I don't know what you've been through, but whatever it is, God, you got some knowledge on it. For real. That's good.
Hey man,
That's some good stuff.
hey man, you know the fuck I am.
I
He
just
with me.
came back
Did his
from the
second
grave.
show. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason.
Oh,
he
you
here.
be picking him.
Yo, he did his
I know that,
second
but he could just be funny.
show. Oh, man,
But he knowledgeable.
I just came back from the grave.
Yeah.
So like last November, I almost died. I ended up getting I went into sepsis. Kidney started shutting down. My temperature went up to like 110. Blood pressure was 80 or
Wow.
50 or something.
I knew it was God, man.
And
Anointed,
that
man.
right there, I was knocking at death's door. Them people told my mother I was supposed to die in her car on the way to the hospital. But I'm still here.
Yeah.
Right. And then it was when word started getting out, a lot of people, hey, you okay? You okay? But these people I ain't talked to in a while, but they're only reaching out because they know something going on.
Yeah.
It's the after effect when I was released from the hospital, when I was back at home, but now I'm dealing with everything going on. I'm falling behind on my bills. I'm not getting paid. I'm just sitting around this house every day because I'm too weak to move. I can't even pick up a trash bag. And I'm really sitting over here going through it because I see how rough life getting right now because I can't do what I physically need to do to take care of my household. I wasn't getting no phone calls then. Because now everybody like, he back home, so he good now, so he ain't got to check I wasn't getting no phone calls then.
Yeah, 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 you're right. A lot of times we don't get the phone calls when like that. But on the other hand, too, I gotta be they call it devil's advocate. But a lot of times we don't reach out either. We don't reach
For
out for help.
sure.
I literally just called him
For
today.
sure.
I can call this dude. We was at odds for a minute, but I still felt like I could holler at him, even though we wasn't on 100. But that's another thing too. A lot of times when we in those things, we don't think to reach out to people and ask for help, or not even ask for help, but just sometimes you can just go in front of somebody and they'll be like, hold on, you ain't yourself right now. You good. So we might just go in a little corner, you know what I'm saying, and just be there by ourselves too. So I think that's another thing, that we do. I know I do that. Sometimes I had to get out of doing that because I do have a lot of strong men. This is one of my newest brothers right here that I have become friends with as far as my circle. And obviously, y'all know the reason why. I can see the reason why, but we've been kicking it for a long time. And it's certain individuals, Zeus, I've been knowing you, and I love your content and everything, but
Appreciate it.
just meeting everybody here right now, the atmosphere that we're in is amazing. So I think we definitely need to get each other's numbers and do that. You know what I'm saying? And create that atmosphere where we all can reach out, shoot the shit or whatever, or check on each other, you know what I'm saying, on the regular, because really it's us. You know what I'm saying? It's us and it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, as far as me go, I get asked that all the time because like I said earlier, my family knows that I'm always on, not concentrating, but always making things, trying to make sure everything is good for everybody. And it's weird to me now. Now I say weird for lack of better words, but my son, he's 19, he'll be 20 next month. And it's weird because the last year or so, he literally has been coming to me just to talk and make sure I'm good. And he's mature, he's leveled up from that teenager to that young man stage. And I'm seeing it. This is my oldest son, my first son. And I see my daughter, she's 23, but that's a totally different thing, right? But my son going into that mature level where he's actually checking on me, it made me feel good, you know what I'm saying? So he does that. He just did today. He was at work and he called me. He said, "You good? You all right? You straight?" And we got a group chat. He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." He's like, "Yeah, I ain't see you responding to the group chat, so I was just checking on, making sure you good." I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I was just busy." He was like, all right, Dad. All right, I love you." And that's another thing too. We say all the time is "I love you." My dad says it to me. I say it to my sons all the time. My sister said to everybody say it to me. I don't say it to my friends because that's kind of but I might say it.
I love you, brother.
I love you too.
There you go.
Hey, look. I might
I
say
say
it.
it to my friend, brother. I ain't gonna.
I might say it. I don't say it often, but I might say it when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we do need to show that and do that more often amongst each other, amongst our brothers.
All right. Big Rob. Talk to him.
This is
Question first. Who's the first? When's the last time somebody has actually asked you, how are you doing?
it's very, very a difficult conversation. Because we've been trained not to talk. And it might not be truth, but when somebody asks how I am doing, I feel like you either fake or you nosy or you just saying some shit because you really don't want to know how I'm doing. And in my mind, I feel like you can't really handle if I told you how I'm doing. So I decided not to tell you how I'm doing. I'm okay. I'm straight. I stay quiet. Because when I really tell you how I'm doing, I get choked up. Because I'm not good. I just look like this. Somebody said in the comments that when asked, we don't talk. We don't talk because we're not safe. I don't feel safe talking to everybody about how I feel. Because sometimes I can't even articulate how I feel. As a man, not necessarily just a black man, but a lot of times in the black community, our fathers, they told us that if we cry, we weak. You don't cry unless it's either a death in the family or you done broke some bone or something.
Severe injury.
Severe, thank you, EJ. Severe injury. But when in fact, in the dark, I'm crying. And I'm crying in here. I'm crying right now. In here, man, because this right here is powerful, man. You got a group of brothers talking about how we feel. We don't do that shit, man. We was talking about the game earlier, basketball and stuff like that, and that's what we do, and that's what we're prone to do, and that's what we've been known to do. But man, straight up, we are hurting, bro. I'm dying on the inside, man. Not out here. Out here, you think everything's good. I'm wealthy. I'm successful. I have a great future. I got a great a job. I've been holding that down. I've been in the car industry for 26 years. I've been, you know, I mean, I got a photography business that's booming. I appreciate everybody that support, but nobody says, Robert, man, listen, I see you. I see your face, man. You're not the same. Something ain't right. I don't know. It just saying something ain't right allows me the freedom to open up to say, it's not. What you see out here, that's not me. That's created. Inside, I'm tired. Inside, I hurt. Inside, I'm scared. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what's in front of me. I'm afraid because what's past this point right here, I can't see. And I don't know what's coming up next. I don't know the next move. Man, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. This is it's deep, man. And I'm thankful to be here. But I don't like it because I'm uncomfortable.
You ain't gotta be. But it's the hot seat.
But I don't
The heat.
I don't like being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't said much, man. I sit back and wait till my turn to talk. I talk, and then whatever. I sit back and I kind of draw back because I don't like being here. But we got stress is killing us.
Yes. 100%.
And stress personally is causing chaos in my psyche. Because I don't know the next direction. I don't know. I know what I want, but that doesn't necessarily mean be what I need. So I got brothers that I can talk to, man. Don't get me wrong. I got brothers from knee high. But I hide from them too. Because I don't want nobody knowing the weak Rob. Everybody see the strong Rob, the Rob that's been married for 28 years, the Rob that's got 6 children, the Rob that's maintaining, the Rob that's the wealthy guy, the one that's been a musician, the one that's been in ministry, the one that's been out in the open and in public, and people see me and they like, God, dog, man, that boy out, he got it going on, driving nice cars, doing nice things, going out to nice places to eat. But secretly, I'm still stuck in apartment 7A, Buena Vista Estates. Secretly, I'm still stuck trying to play basketball in East Winton.
You know he OG because he said Buena Vista Estates.
Sir.
Oh, no.
Secretly,
He
I feel stuck because I'm still in the dirt back there trying to wonder how I'm gonna get out of this fight at Greenbrier Apartments trying to play basketball knowing that I can't play. Secretly, man, I'm this big in a grown man's body. So this right here is very needed in our community, in our culture, but it's very personally uncomfortable. But I'm gonna speak because I agreed to be here. And if y'all motherfuckers say something, excuse me, don't be out there talking. Well, I don't care really. I don't. Just understand that this is a moment of weakness for a man that cries for help sometimes without crying. And if you don't pay attention to your man, woman, if you don't pay attention to your father, child, if you don't pay attention to your friend, homie, it's written on their face, on their heart, on their actions, on their deeds. You can see it, but if you don't pay attention, they'll fall away and you won't understand why. So maybe a wake-up call to say for people to pay attention to the man in your life. Pay attention to what he has going on, not what he has going on out here, because out here looks great, but what he has going on in here, man, because this right here hurts. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. That's all. I'm done.
Say something else.
So for me, don't nobody ask me shit. I was just about to be real. All right. But part of it is my fault. Because when you are an orator, when you talk a lot, it doesn't leave room for other people to talk. So for me, I'm always the one that's asking everybody how they feel. I'm the one. I missed the conversation. I'm up here. We talking. We this, we that. So some of it is me. But in general, nobody asks me how I'm doing. All right, whether it's as a partner, as a dad, as a podcaster, radio, whatever, I always have to carry the burden of everything. I'm constantly the leader in almost everything that I do. And so I always have to lead the charge. And sometimes I want to say, I've built this, let it run. I want to be able to pull back. But it's so hard, one, to trust that it's going to run like it needs to run. But two, that's just not how we're bred. That's not how I was raised. My father was on me about, you need to be able to do everything that you need to do by yourself first. It's okay to be part of a team, but you have to have Kobe or whatever your GOAT is or whoever in you. Because when a shot is needed, you have to be able to make it. But that gets so tiresome because I always have to be on. It's always a performance. It's always. I have multiple personalities. There's EJ. There's Mr. Conversation. There's my real name, which 90% of y'all don't know and you ain't gonna fucking know. But anyway, you know what I mean? So, and each one of those handles different responsibilities in my life. But don't nobody ask me, how you doing, for the most part. It happens sporadically. And then, like you said, sometimes are you asking because you really want to know? Or is that just now with these podcasters kind of talking about it or whatever, you kind of just know just to throw it out there just to see? Because we can read energy too. And it's not just your words, it's your energy. I can tell that you really don't give a fuck, but you just saying it just because. But I want each one of y'all to know when I call you and I ask you this, it's coming from a place of love. Okay? I called this man, how long ago this was? Maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I was about to wring somebody's neck, dog. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I might not have been talking on this show today, what I was getting ready to do. You can say I'm snitching on myself, whatever. I'm about to put somebody on their head. Call this man, because somebody else didn't pick up. But anyway.
Probably late.
Yeah. Nigga was late to the phone call. And this man just tell, hey man, it's gonna be okay. I know you're mad, I know you're upset. Now, I'm not telling you suck it up. That's not what he told me, but he told me it's going to be okay. So don't make any decision that's going to mess up everything that you've already built. Calm me down. And he told me a personal story about what he had going on. So we empathized with each other. That right there was powerful. That's when I knew, yeah, he gonna be on the team forever. You know what I mean? We locked in. Doug, one thing he said before, even when we got into it, y'all might not have caught that, but me and him, we got into it. We got into it like we were about to swing at center stage.
Man, that's crazy.
Nigga, it was about to come to blows. It was a bunch of fuck yous and bitches and pussy and thrown out there. It was, I'm gonna be honest. But one thing I'm gonna say this. No business got thrown out. And that's how I knew we could eventually heal from that. Cause see, a real nigga, he gonna say it to your face. I'm tell you one thing, you call me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That motherfucker look me in my face
hey.
with your fat motherfucker. You call me a fat motherfucker.
6 months later, look what
Fuck you.
Motivated him.
This nigga looked me in my face and said, "You fat motherfucker, fuck out my face." I ain't gonna lie, bro. Everything said that shit hurt the most, bro. That shit hurt the most, bro. That what took me. That what took me over the edge with his ass. Damn, this nigga hit my weight, bro. But my point of all that to say is, have you some gentlemen that you can go back and forth with and have these fun times along with the heavy times. And that can help you get through it. You mentioned Micah. I already know y'all work. You know what I'm saying? I know you got somebody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are a part of my crew. But ladies, let me let y'all know. Y'all need to give a fuck about what your man is thinking a little more. All right, now we're going to get into, we was all heavy and everything. Y'all was empathizing with us and everything. Oh, so let me tell you what you need to do. Actually give a fuck. Ask your man, not just be performative. Actually give a damn about what he's got going on. I'm not talking about the filler like he came home from work, right? And then you just, how was work? No. You know, like when your child come home from school and you just say,
How was
how was school? And then they gonna give you some bullshit and then so they can get up out your face. No, sit their ass down. Tell me about what you learned in each class. Okay, did anybody piss you off today? You know what I mean? Did how when you was at work, you know, how, you know, give him a massage, talk with him, whatever it is that he needs, spend time. Now, also, peace is very important. Sometimes he needs to decompress. Oh, and I had to say this since we're here. If he sits in the car for 30 minutes after
Let
he
him.
gets the fuck out of work, leave that motherfucker alone.
Let him sit. Please let him sit.
Leave him alone. I understand you here with the kids. I got you, okay? Let me say this. I got you. But I know every last one of us have, when you pulled in that garage or you pulled in that carport, like Zeus got, you know what I'm saying, got that real nice carport up there on the top. You've been like, shit. You had to take a couple of breaths. You had to play your song. You made a couple of calls. You doom scrolled. You know what I mean? You got on TikTok or Facebook or whatever that you own. Watch one of the hot seat videos. By the way, make sure you like and subscribe. The hot seat with EJ Thomas. And you did that before you came in the house. Let them. That is what can help us. That's how you can help us. The mental part is just as important as the physical because we go through so much. I'm going to tell y'all, I go through so much every day because I have to take on the energies and the conversations of people all day. All right. So it's not just physical work. I am the counselor for some people. I am the emotional recharge battery for some people. I talk people off the ledge. That's the place that God has put for me to be as Mr. Conversation. I be wore out. It be 8 p.m. I got nothing left. Or it be 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I got nothing left. I still got to be a daddy. I still got to go out there and take out the trash. I still got to do whatever it is that got to be going on. I still have to be, you know, talk with my woman and find out about her day and all this other stuff. So we have all these things that we do, and you guys look at it as we should just be, we got to come into being husbands. We have to come into being whatever it is that we have to be. We got to understand that this is difficult. This is not that simple to just flip that switch off and on. All right. The last question that we're going to handle, and then we're going to get up out of here. What is a wife? I've heard this question from like 10 people over the last 2 days. What is a wife? Now, I'm going to make this.
Wife?
What is a wife? Now, listen, I'm going to make this very, very simple. It is whatever I need. And I know y'all going to be like, that's selfish. But for me, it is whatever that I need. I'm going to let you know what I need. If I need somebody who is domestically inclined, if I need somebody who is emotionally and spiritually in tune with me, whatever it is, I'm going to let her know. So once you find that dude that you are attached to, that you really want, ask him, damn, nigga, what you want in the wife? Like, you know what I'm saying? Have the conversation. It ain't that difficult. Some of y'all just ain't built like that, but we ain't gonna get to that. I'm trying to leave on a nice note. But what y'all got? What is a wife?
A title. That's about it. Shit, because it's more than just, that's all it is. It's just a title, man. Just the husband and wife is just a fucking title, because I can't even really answer that shit, because it's more than just a partner and everything else, man. I think it's just a title, bro. It's just a title that we put on a thing, because my wife is more than just a fucking wife. So I can't even really answer that the right way. I try to think of a fucking right answer, but I think it's just a title, man, because it's the wife, the husband, they're more than just whatever that fucking title is, and I can't really put exactly what that is. To be honest, I sound crazy. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. But
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Chicago, what's up?
What I think a wife is a woman who understands and can bear her God-given responsibility to be healthy. Right? That is what a wife is to me. Because just because I can marry you, but if I marry you, and so a quote that somebody told that I heard a long time ago. Actually, I think it was from Fantasia, right? She said the husband is the head, the wife is the neck. Without the neck, the head can't move. But if you got two heads, you got a head butt. Right? And what I think that is, like, a lot of women don't know what a wife is, because being a wife is a huge responsibility. It's equally as important as being a husband. But a wife is somebody who understands that she has to be what I need her to be in order to reach. So, I mean, in a way, like, you know what you said, but it's like stepping up in whatever way that I need you to. You know what I'm saying? I get sick, I get hurt, I can't work. Are you going to be willing to step up and go to work, until I can get back on my feet to do what need to be done? Right? Are you going to be the type to be on my case because I got home at midnight because work ran long and I ain't take the trash out? Or you going to put your big girl pants on and take the trash out?
I'm gonna wipe my ass if I can't wipe my ass one day.
Exactly. Like, a wife, she has a huge responsibility, especially on the mental front, to her husband. Right? Like, because if you my wife, your wife is also supposed to be your counsel. So it should get to a point where you know me and you understand my movements and my mannerisms well enough to where you can tell me that a decision is a good decision or a bad decision without putting your emotions in it, without thinking about how you feel or how you may or may not like something. Like, you being my counsel is, first, I'm putting enough trust in you to listen to what you say. But you got to be able to do it in a place where you see I'm not thinking clearly, where you can get me back on track. Because if you can't do it, nobody else can do it. So that's the biggest responsibility of all that I'm putting on your shoulders, right? Because like we was just talking about a little while ago, I'm not going to always have it together 100% of the time. Sometimes I'm not going to be thinking right. My mental is just going to be putting me in a place where my decisions ain't making much sense. And with me being the head of the household, if I'm falling like that, can you as my wife do what's necessary to get me back on track so that we don't fail? That's what a wife is.
For sure.
Man, you think like that for real, or you just playing
Duh.
right here while we are right
Yeah,
Hold on,
you
hold
hear? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
That boy
That is
speaking.
crazy. This is what I'm saying, man. Ain't no way. 25.
That boy, hey, he
He's
just
25,
said that,
bro.
For his age, man, he is.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy good in a good way. Cause yeah, like what he said, I mean, that is definitely the characteristics of a wife. And this is a shocker, maybe a shocker to some. Women, y'all aren't raising wives no more. Y'all not raising wives no more. Cause that should be what a woman is. What he just said, it should be a lot of those characteristics should be what a woman not automatic, but what a woman is taught to be to the right man. If y'all want to say the right man, but just in general, a woman should be supportive. They should be encouraging. They should be building, whether it be a man or another woman or a kid or her friends or whatever. And it seems in my, as far as what a wife is, I went to chat just a literal term. A wife is someone that gets, or a wife is a woman who marries a person, right? Like you said, it's a title. So once you get married to a person as a female, you become a wife, right? But the characteristics of a wife, that's what we often miss. Because we think once, like you said, once you be married, I'm a wife now. No, you have to develop those characteristics as a person, as a woman, so that first off, we can see you as a wife before we marry you. And that's what I said earlier. When I met my wife, she might not have been where she was going to, but I saw her as a person I just wanted to give to. I saw her like I wanted to make me better. I needed her to make me better. I felt she could make me better. And I think it was some of the characteristics because her mom was a single mom for a majority of her life. So I think just some of her characteristics and how her mom raised her to be self-sufficient, but not a single lady. You know what I'm saying? Necessarily. So shout out to mom.
Y'all gonna start using my platform to get y'all some cut up when y'all get home. All right. All y'all niggas owe me.
Look, I'm just being honest. We all just being honest, hopefully, because you got the right. You the one picked us. You picked us for a reason.
My cash app is at the hot seat. Y'all niggas, damn.
But yeah, that's real talk because I saw her as like I said, a woman I want to just give to. And that not knowing it, unconsciously not knowing that was my wife. That's what a wife is. Somebody you not only you want to take from or you want to support you and want to grow you up, but also you want to empower. Someone you want to inspire or, put seeds in, but also put everything else into, put your all into. So I think that's what a wife is in my viewpoint. She might not be, well, she isn't, no person is, she's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? However, she is perfect for me.
Miss Dion, you need to be listening. Stop thumbing the comments. Listen, we telling you. You asked the question and we telling you.
True.
Okay, pay attention. Now, this pretty much be the end of the show. We're gonna let Rob's gonna tell us his version, and then we're gonna say goodbyes and get up out of here.
All right. I'm not gonna tell you my version. But what I am going to tell you is principle. Now, I don't know how many people are spiritual or religious or whatever the case may be, but there's one book that tells us what a wife is.
Is it proper?
Sir. 31.
Let's get it.
A virtuous woman.
What?
Let's go ahead with it. A good woman is hard to find. Let's stop right there. Okay, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It starts with a good woman is hard to find.
Well, I just want you to stop one more time on that.
That must pause.
So for all y'all, see, he gonna give you the biblical. I'm about to give you the ratchet.
Talk to me.
You know what I mean? All y'all that think y'all dying, you not. That's what that means. Continue.
A good woman is hard to find and worth far more than diamonds. She's worth far more than diamonds. Her husband trusts her without reserve. No reserves, he trusts her. You were just saying that, Kago. And never has a reason to regret it.
That means I don't have to worry about somebody else walking in the house and you got dick down your throat. But continue.
Ne-
Okay.
never spiteful. She treats him generously all of her life, all lifelong.
Respect the man.
Sir. She shops around for the best yarns and cottons. So she's doing something. And enjoys knitting and sewing. So she's building something.
Staying productive.
She's like a trading ship that sails to faraway places and brings back exotic surprises. She's taking care of the house.
Especially on Father's Day.
She's up before dawn preparing breakfast for her family and organizing her day. She got a plan.
Hibachi.
She looks over a field and she buys it. Then with money that she's put aside. She ain't asked her man for no money. It ain't in here yet. It ain't in there. I'm just saying. And then she plants a garden. First thing in the morning, she dresses for work. Rolls up her sleeves, eager to get started. She senses the worth of her work, is in no hurry to call it quits for the day. She's skilled in the crafts of home and hearth. She's diligent in homemaking. She's quick to assist anyone in need. She reaches out to help the poor. She doesn't worry about her family when it snows.
Flexible attitude.
Their winter clothes are all mended and ready to wear. She makes her own clothing and dresses in colorful linens and silks. Her husband, watch this, is greatly respected when he deliberates with the city fathers.
Because of the woman that he has.
Sir. She designs gowns and sells them, brings the sweaters she knits to the dress shops. Her clothes are well made and elegant, and she's always faces tomorrow with a smile.
She don't wear bonnets and them tights that always be in her dookie hole.
Ridiculous.
Every place where she goes, she know how to dress up. And
Horrible.
dress up like a woman. Continue.
When she speaks, she has something worthwhile to say, and she always says it kindly.
Stop being a bitch.
She keeps an eye on everyone in her household and keeps them all busy and productive. Her children respect and bless her.
Good mama.
Her husband joins in with words of praise. Many women have done wonderful things, but you've outclassed them all.
Top notch.
Charm can mislead and beauty soon fades. The woman to be admired and praised is the woman who lives in the fear of God.
Even when you get old, she still that shit.
Give her everything, Doug, she deserves. Adorn her life with praise. Now, I'm going to say this. The ending of that is give her everything she deserves and adorn her life with praises, right?
It's telling you what to do.
But the beginning of that is a good woman is hard to find. So the question is, what can we do to be, somebody put in the chat, what can we do as a wife? What can we do as a woman, right? There's your principle. That's what you can do. So when your man is not like, okay, so a husband is the head, right? So the wife uses an excuse that they can't line up because the husband is not lining up, right? Well, here's the problem. Wife, you not lining up. Girlfriend, you not lining up. Regardless of what the husband is doing, you have a responsibility. And if you're not doing that responsibility, it's not the man's fault. It's your fault because you're not handling that responsibility. His fault is his own.
Let me give them an example.
Talk.
You know when they talk about Adam and Eve, right?
Oh.
Okay. Now, let's be real. Adam was given the edict and told not to eat the fruit. All right. So regardless of what Eve did, Adam was told directly, don't do it. So we as men have to take responsibility. It's just like in that situation, ladies, you need to take responsibility. Okay. Even if that man ain't on exact point at that moment, you still need to do your job. And then the onus can be on him, not we double compounding the problem. Okay, because Adam should have told her straight up, nah, bitch, we ain't even doing it. If you don't like me using that word, whatever, cool. But he should have said, nah, we not doing it. Because Buddy told me directly we ain't doing it. So let's get it.
And I don't want to hop into that, but do understand that both parties were at fault because God told Adam not to have any of the fruit.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
But then the Bible also tells us, the scripture tells us that Eve, when Satan the serpent, he misled Eve, Eve turned and gave that fruit to Adam. So Adam was standing right there. Adam didn't stand up and was the man that he was supposed to be.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So when the man get out of position, everything falls, but the woman has a position to play, a role to play, and she did not play that role because I would venture to say that Adam told Eve, it ain't written in scripture. I believe that Adam told Eve not to go over there, but then Eve got seduced by the serpent, Satan. Okay. Yeah, you could do that. You can eat that. Yeah, that's fine. She took that and she said, hey, husband, guess what we can do? And you know why he did that? You know why he said okay?
He want that ass
naked. Well, she was a little darker.
He didn't know that at the time,
right?
So, and then like, what's crazy that you bring that point up? When I actually break it down, the Most High told Eve that her sin was that she ate of the fruit, right? Adam's first sin wasn't that he ate of the fruit; it was that you hearkened unto the voice of your wife. Only because he knew better. He knew.
That's a great point.
What he was supposed to do.
Great point.
But he still allowed himself to be swayed. That was his punishment.
Great point.
That's why he should have just backhanded that apple right up out of it. I told y'all.
But that's a full circle back to what you were saying with the Proverbs 31, though. Because if he had a Proverbs 31 that was truly rooted in what she was supposed to have been rooted in,
Chicago, talk to
never
him.
would have happened.
Talk to him, sir.
It never would have happened. You know what happened? Like, you know what they say about a quarrelsome woman, or what they say about a harlot or a Jezebel. She's smooth with her tongue. She know how to talk. She know how to seduce. She can make the mightiest man become the smallest. Every single king that's been in that book, King James and everybody before him, that all fell. They all fell because of a woman. All of them.
Not being able to control their love of women. Okay, because it's that lust. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you control that, then she can say whatever that she wants to, because again, the edict is on us. All right. So controlling that allows us not to be taken advantage of. Right. And that's most men's biggest issue.
That was one of our curses in Deuteronomy, though. Your flesh is going to be multiplied over the spirit. Your flesh is going to be stronger than the spirit. So that is a lot of our biggest problem. But that's a curse that was placed on us because of what we did.
Wisest man in the Bible. The nigga supposed to know every damn thing. Y'all think about that for a second. The nigga that knows the shit that 10 of y'all only know half of what he know. And he still fell for the same shit. So I just want to put it out there. So be a good wife. Y'all have the instructions. There you go. All right. So I want to say shout out to Doug Hampton, who was off screen. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody they clip it, clap. All right, there you go. All right. We have Robert Laster, correct? All right. They are both, first of all, say y'all the name of your business, sir. Talented Studios. All right. Videography, camera, podcast, all that type of stuff, anything media. We also have another media guy here. He also DJs. He does so many different things. Okay. Robert Lassiter, and it's Zion
Styles Media and Production.
There you go. All right.
I'm also a finance manager at Kia Autosport. So if you're looking at a car, come holler at me.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're going to talk. Okay. We have Chicago Clark, who is a rapper, singer, entertainer extraordinaire. Very, very, very young in the game, but knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. And then we have Zeus, the comedian.
Duh.
Duh.
Comedian. D.A.
D.A.
not the.
Yeah.
Zeus. Duh.
Duh,
comedian.
yeah.
Zeus, comedian. Zeus Duh comedian on everything. And then, firecrew.shop if y'all look for some fire crew.
All right, y'all. And it's your boy EJ, aka Mr. Conversation, man. This is the hot seat with EJ Thomas. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. It took get some niggas up here for y'all to actually stay the whole goddamn show and shit. God damn. I was like, I put the ladies in this bitch. I thought the ass and the titties was gonna get y'all watching. But okay, well, look, I don't know what my fan base is. We gonna see. They say I'm like 70% women, so maybe the women want to see the niggas. I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. So we will definitely, this will not be the only male panel that we have to do. And I know they all willing to come on. So Kago, I want to officially ask you in front of everybody for you to officially be part of the hot seat with EJ Thomas team. You know what I'm saying? I think you will add a lot to us. You've been here last week or whatever. The ladies loved you, love your perspectives. And I'm getting a little old in the tooth right now. So you can keep a little younger.
A little help.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're gonna accept it or not, but you can talk about that after when the cameras go off. Yeah. You got to talk to the Proverbs 31. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. All right, y'all, man. We ain't got no special intro or outro today, man. We out the vote. I'll let y'all. Fuck it.